You're 1 or 2 seconds ahead. Alright, we are at 608, 609. So, yet again, if the audio becomes a little bit unsynced, we do apologize, but this game is still in beta. They're working on a lot of fixes for it, and it should be fixed relatively shortly. I have talked with S2, and they do know this is an issue, and they are working on it. So, shout out to S2. Thanks for keeping an eye on your game, making sure it doesn't become outdated or glitchy or buggy in any way whatsoever. But, yeah, I mean, Engineer so far on bottom. You had mentioned Engineer was farming really well. You want to go over some of those creep score stats again?
Actually, right now we're looking at, excuse me, Zephyr at the top
Action on
farm.
top, though. Fade taking a lot of damage here. I do apologize to cut you off. He's going to barely get out. Is Glacius going to get out, though? There is no Gust on Zephyr, nor any mana on Dsham to cast a spell. So it looks as though Chipper coming in here, he's going to be looking to get a gank. He's going to be trying to get a double kill here. No wards down. Actually, I take it back. ILX has some wards down, but no wards down for KDE. So they may... Oh, no, I'm sorry. ILX has the ward, meaning they're going to be fine on top. They did see Chipper coming. So they are just going to back up, kind of sit a tower, and regen. But as you're saying on bottom...
We have Engineer sitting at 18 and 5 with a 215 gold per minute. That's exceptionally... that is an exceptional amount of farm, especially for a 2v1 lane. And looking at the Hellborn side, they're at a combined 22 and 15. So actually, as we see Fade go down up top, Glacius is going to go down. Nothing he can do about it. Zephyr's coming in, and the Entangled Dot actually takes down Glacius, so great job with that gank up top.
And, a little bit of action on bottom. It looks as though Ophelia was trying to come in and get some harassment on that Pyro. The turret going out, Keg going out as well. Lots of damage being taken by this Hellborn team on bottom, but it looks as though they're going to be out. Pretty low amount of HP, though. Looks though Pyro flasking up. Maybe want to come back in and try and get a pick on Donor here as Engineer, but it looks as though that's not necessarily going to happen. Now, we do see, as you had said, you know, on Engineer it's 21-5 or 21-5 CKCD, and then a combined 25 and 16 by the dual lane on bottom. And yeah, I mean, overall we do see maybe a little bit of action on top as well. Chipper coming in here, he's going to try and pick off Zephyr. Tar going out, 3 rockets, and that is huge. Zephyr actually blowing his ult, trying to get out of there, but Chipper yet again taking those heroes from half to dead. Could even do a little bit more than that if he uses his ult as well, which is another form of burst damage. I mean, you got to give credit to this solo mid Chipper. It's coming in huge with burst and action on bottom as well. Really fast-paced game. Blacksmith barely getting out, flasking up, trying to get some health. Is he going to go down, though? Ophelia using an auto attack, getting a good hit there. And Blacksmith trying to get out. Good stun by Pyro, but it's not going to be enough. And Blacksmith dropping this bottom lane. Pyromancer Blacksmith getting, you know, not necessarily crushed by Engineer Ophelia, but you got to be happy. Ophelia's level 6, Engie's level 7, and your Pyro and Blacksmith are both level 5. So bottom lane having pretty good success right now for Donor as Engineer.
Definitely we see a wasted Wretched Hag working on this Ophelia in the jungle. Ophelia is probably going to go down there, blows the ult. Wretched Hag does not have enough mana for her ult. Chipper's going to come in with some support. Wretched Hag is going to blink away and run out of there. So definitely great support for that Chipper.
Now we also see I had somebody message me. I'm going to go ahead and let them talk about this though. Engineer, normally you would max your Keg for the stun damage, but in this case Overpower actually picking up a kill on top as Fade picking off, what was that, Demented Shaman? Yes, it was. So, you know, a lot of action going down right now, actually. Just back and forth over and over and over. And actually, the Tornadoes here doing a lot of damage. Gust hitting Glacius, and he's very weak. Zephyr trying to get a pick on either Fade or Glacius here now. And this Zephyr using her ult, maybe going to get the kill. No! Fade getting out with 5 HP. Glacius, not much more than that. And Chipper coming in here, picking up the slop on Zephyr. Zephyr, bit of an overplay there. And wow, this Chipper, as you said, great support on bottom. And just as we were saying that, less than a minute later, all the way up top, just roaming around. Kabapo picking up a kill on bottom. As Ophelia, I'm sorry I missed that, guys. Wretched Hag looks like he's going to try and come in and maybe help out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And the bottle coming up at Summer Scream, not going to be enough to kill Ophelia here. So I think Wretched Hag not going to be able to do a whole lot. Trying to use the illusions to get Ophelia weak, but Wow, pretty action-packed game so far, and that Chipper, you know, MVP being all over the board with 3 kills so far this game, and Retchag now coming in, gonna try and get a pick on Ophelia, blowing the ult instead of the sonar scream, and there it is with the kill. Good job by Wretched Hag. And it looks though, is she going to be able to get out, or is this Fade going to catch her? She does have Blink mana. Chipper throwing out the tar, but the Blink is there. Another mini stun from the Rocket. Is Fade going to be able to catch Wretched Hag? Wretched Hag, I don't think she's going to be able to get away. Stun going off by Fade, and there it is. Wretched Hag going down. So normally you like to see your solo mid Wretched Hag, you know, really getting that Blink leveled relatively high early, getting in and out of fights, not dying like this, but a couple times now. Wretched Hag overplaying, actually with 3 deaths. And we do see some action in mid as well. Fade coming in, hitting the stun and the nuke on Pyromancer, who does go down. Overpow picking up the kill thanks to the stun nuke. And, geez, hard to keep up with this game. A lot of action so far. A lot of roaming coming from both Chipper and Fade and Wretched Hag. So, definitely a fun game to cast. And I tried to get a Viscerus who had mentioned the build here for Engineer, who maxes his turret over the keg, you know, instead of getting the burst damage, getting the turret damage, which is more of a damage over time build, you could say. But you want to go ahead and talk to us about turret over keg?
Yeah, I'll make it real quick because there's a ton of action going on. Basically, Ophelia's only going to be ganking every so often. It's not like a typical combo lane, so when Ophelia does get the gank, the keg's more for positioning, and he's trying to throw that turret down to get the most out of that single gank he's going to get. And, ooh, action on top here. Oh, Chipper just barely missing those rockets, though, and looks like they're going to back off.
Now, Chipper, it has been discussed that Chipper, although, you know, his spells don't necessarily cost a lot, you need to spam them quite a bit, and he's not really mana conservative. If we look here at level 9, he can cast 3 rockets for 255 mana. Well, he's only got 637. Actually, KDE, Donor getting a kill on bottom. It looks as though Fade and Ophelia coming in here on bottom. They're actually dominating right now, 12 kills to 5. KDE definitely has to be happy with the position they are in right now. But as I was saying, Chipper, I mean, mana conservation on him, it's not really easy. He has to blow through a lot of mana. Tar's 100, rockets are 255, so that's 355 plus your ult. You've essentially used your entire mana pool, you know, right off the bat. And that's with a lot of mana added. If you'll notice here, he has 2 Talisman of Exiles and a bottle. So he's got the plus 12 int giving him, what is that, about 150 mana, and then the bottle recharging 200. He's still only able to gank maybe twice before he has to go back to base and heal up. So overall, you know, I'd have to say with this Chipper moving around as well as he is and being involved in so many different areas, you got to be happy. You know, he's really using his mana well, and you know, just seems like he's all over the map while still headed back to base and picking up the mana. He's going to need action on bottom. Engineer actually ulting, doing loads of damage. Wretched Hag trying to come in though and pick up the kill on Engineer. Is he going to get it? Keg out. It's going to miss. Wretched Hag needs to dodge Ophelia's creeps, so Pyro coming in with a stun. Needs to use its wave. Actually does not have enough mana. Needs to blow a bottle charge here. Wretched Hag coming back in. Going to sonar screen, picking up the kill. But are Ophelia's creeps going to kill Wretched Hag? She does not have enough to blink. And there it is. Ophelia with the creeps actually picking up a kill on Wretched Hag. So kind of unfortunate there, and Fade actually coming in and ulting with double damage. Fade, when she's hitting you, she stays invis for 3, 4, and 5 attacks depending on her level. And with double damage, she was hitting for 174 damage. 3 attacks, you're not going to stop. That's 500 damage to your face. Right now, I think Pyro has 700-800 max total, so Pyro not in a good way against a double damage ulted Fade. Kabapo actually lagging out here, probably going to get a pause. Hopefully I can slow down and not have to keep talking about all this action, but Impulse, go ahead and take us through what you think about this game so far.
We have more action up top as Zephyr Gust to try and save his life. Chipper coming in, Zephyr blowing those tornadoes, healing himself up. Zephyr's not going to live through this, however, we have 3, 4. And wow, a double kill for the Hellborn side at the cost of Zephyr. I'm not sure if that trade-off was worth it. And a failed gank for sure by the Legion. And speaking of ganks, that really is what the Legion side is all about right now. They're all about ganks. They're all about that early to early mid game, just pushing and grinding them down with the amount of ganks they can do, the amount of early game damage they can push out, as we see Engineer trying to get some initiation on Demented Shaman. Whereas on the Hellborn side, like I said before, you have a hard carry that's going to be able to scale into very late game. But this Legion side is definitely executing to their fullest potential. I mean, obviously 16-9, great score so far, and they're just going to keep it going. Although I would like to point out